In this video, we'll be conducting a gear review of the waterproof W7 5 and 7 millimeter wetsuits. This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba for another technical diving tips, techniques, and trips video. The W7 waterproof wetsuit, manufactured in Sweden, is a higher end wetsuit with a retail price of approximately $500. It comes in both 5 and 7 millimeter versions. This is the 5 millimeter version, and the wetsuit is made out of a sustainable neoprene. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the features that the W7 wetsuit has in particular that makes it worthy of being a higher end wetsuit and to command a higher price. Alright, so going from the top and the front, we have a neck zipper, and this makes wearing the wetsuit very comfortable. And then we have the body of the wetsuit here. We have zippers on the arms, and we have an internal rubber seal here to reduce water flow. Moving down a little further, we have two pockets that are factory installed that use zippers that are made out of a stretchy neoprene material, so you can put quite a bit of items in there. And then on the knees, there's Kevlar reinforced knee pads, and then on the bottom there are again zippers for getting in and out, and again there are rubber seals on the bottom. So that's the front on that side. You also have these things that are usable for controlling, holding a computer in place. On the back side, we have the regular zipper, and there's a seal, of course, as in a higher end wetsuit. There's a seal to help keep water out, and then there's also some additional reinforcing anti-abrasive material in the back in the seat area. All right, so those are the basic features of the W7 wetsuit. In this video clip, I am diving in Cozumel in the waterproof W7 5 millimeter version. A very important thing to keep in mind when purchasing a waterproof wetsuit is the sizes generally run on the large side. My 7 millimeter W7 is a large size and is way too large for me, and I can actually feel the water moving back and forth inside the arms, and the seals on the wrists and ankles also do not fit properly. So this W5 is actually a medium-large size, which does fit correctly. So keep that in mind when purchasing a W7 series wetsuit, or any waterproof wetsuit for that matter. Features of the W7 series of wetsuits is the built-in zippered pockets. These are easily large enough to hold a DSMB and finger spool. The pockets are also large enough to hold a set of wet notes and a spare mask. With the exception of a couple of issues which I'll cover in a moment, I have been very happy with the waterproof W7. One thing that I have noticed between the 5 millimeter and 7 millimeter versions is the 7 millimeter version is much heavier than you would expect based upon the weight of the 5 millimeter version. Now for a couple of the issues which I have experienced with the waterproof W7 that have generated some concern on my part. So I have about 50 dives using this particular wetsuit, the 5 millimeter wetsuit, and I have noticed a couple of things that probably I should address in this video. One is that the seam for the pocket here, I've had to restitch that by hand. This came loose, and it was continuing to tear in terms of the seam, so I had to hand stitch that. That's one issue. The second issue is a little bit more serious. That may have been an individual manufacturing defect.
But the second issue has to do with the neck. This wetsuit is not very efficient in the neck area of keeping out water, and so in order to maximize your chance of using this without a hood, you have to zip the neck seal all the way up and adjust the collar tab on the back to make a tight seal. The issue with this is that it does allow, regardless of what you do, to have what I would consider a larger than normal transfer of water, and Waterproof has actually created what they call a neck dam to be used with this wetsuit, so I think they recognize this problem with the wetsuit. So generally speaking, if you're going to be using this wetsuit, the W7, either in 5 or 7 millimeter, you're going to either need to use a hood with it to prevent water intrusion through the neck seal, or you're going to have to get one of those neck dams. Unfortunately, the neck dams are not yet available in the United States, so I have been diving with a hood with this wetsuit in all but the warmest waters.
This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba. I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe.